welcome to the Fans View, KAZI 88.7. Travis Kent. To my right, Jamal January. Welcome in, Jamal. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing well. Thank you. Across the room from me, on the board this morning, Douglas Washington.
Yes. And I was drafted to run the board today. See what I did there?
That's right.
But I was the number one pick, for the record.
That's right. To my left, KView 24's Corey Mose.
Yeah.
Corey, how you doing this morning?
I'm trying to recover.
Hey, so let's talk about last night. Hey, Douglas, how was your night last night? What'd you do?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I saw a team that I might be favorable to take on a new path. And I'm excited about that path. I also saw some teams do some things that made me excited about what's going to happen there. I want to know, is Kirk Cousins going to recover from this Achilles? And if he's going to hold the seat. What's it like to look over your shoulder? I don't think we've ever actually seen that out of Kirk Cousins. And you guys remember
Washington.
that a team drafted a quarterback from a Texas school, and then they went with Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
So now Kirk Cousins knows what it feels like to have like your successor or just an insurance policy right behind you. Yeah, I like that stuff. I like the drama.
Jamal, how was your night last night? What'd you do?
I watched the draft.
Yeah.
And I loved
must-see TV.
every minute of it. But before the draft, I think it was 2 days ago, I was strolling through HEB, and I saw the fabulous Corey Mose. And it was crazy because I thought he would have had a camera crew with him.
In the wild?
And I was like, his own shopping?
Literally, I was like, is that Corey Mose from K-View?
Dude really yelled it out in the middle of HEB. I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. Chill out.
So I had a great night last night. So I went to the Texas Stars game and watched them close out the Manitoba Moose in round one of the playoffs. What? So they are going on to round two of the Calder Cup playoffs.
Bring it on.
That's right. Corey.
Yeah.
How'd you spend last night?
I was working, dude.
You were working? Where were you working at?
I was at Xavier Worthy's draft party.
Xavier Worthy's draft party? What?
Yeah, man. Got the invite. So went out there, covered it. Was blessed, man. Blessed.
You mean the new Kansas City Chief?
The new
player.
Kansas City Chief.
His last name starts with a W.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, talked to him afterwards.
Yeah.
It was cool because he was mentioning how, well, him and his agent were talking how they spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
And how, like, I mean, of course he always wanted to be a Chief. When you start looking at the mock drives, you're seeing, where you can land.
Yeah.
A lot of conversation was Kansas City. A lot of conversation was maybe Buffalo, maybe Dallas. But lands in the city that has the best quarterback ever. Not too shabby, huh?
Would you guys be offended? And so can I ask you guys, would you guys be offended if I said, yo, y'all the next Cheetah? Like, you're the Cheetah replacement.
I know, crazy.
Would you
right?
feel that way? Like, I thought he would be offended. So I was kind of curious. Would you guys be offended if you were drafted now and people will expect that from you because you're fast?
Offended? No,
Yeah.
I think that's more so praise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're getting compared to the best wide receiver. Second best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he was just a one-trick pony, like if he's just a fly route,
Yes.
yeah, I think I would feel slighted.
Okay.
But we're talking about the fastest receiver in the game, who is also one of the best receivers in the game, and that's a different thing, right? When look, I'm not going to throw shade at Bob Hayes, but Bob Hayes was when he played with the Cowboys, he was just a sprinter. Skeets Nehemiah with the 49ers.
Yes.
He was a sprinter.
Ronaldo Nehemiah.
Yes, he was
For his government.
Yeah, sorry. Skeets. That's all I knew him as was Skeets.
Yeah.
He was a sprinter.
Oh, he was beautiful.
But he was not a great receiver.
No.
But he played in the NFL because he could outrun people down the field and go catch the fly route. That's, Xavier's more than that. Tyreek's more than that. So, I think in the modern era, the nickname just describes you. It doesn't define you.
Okay.
Right? And so, yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you guys would be offended, and you hit the nail right on the head, because sometimes people think, oh, this is only what you can do,
right?
And so I asked you guys that because I think he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. I think he's gonna want to prove to people that he's got range, that he can do everything. He'll burn,
yeah.
But yeah, go and give me a little quick out and let me turn up,
yeah,
and fly.
Yeah,
I hope.
I mean, but
he
like,
has that chip.
Let's not forget what Tyreek Hill did with Kansas City. I mean, you're comparing him to
right.
I mean,
Super Bowl.
Tyreek was that dude in Kansas City. So
Yeah.
you're saying the next cheetah isn't like a slight at all, in my opinion. I think it's more so just, man, we haven't found another cheetah.
No.
'Cause to be honest, they've tried. They tried to look around, try different receivers here and there, and just nobody seems to be what Tyreek Hill was for that offense. And so now Andy Reid believes Xavier Worthy can be, which I think is very high praise.
Yes, it is.
And then the fact that they went up and traded up for them, I think was a big deal too, which is one of the regrets I have for not asking Xavier that question after the interview was over. I was like, bro, I totally forgot to ask him. Like, did it mean more though? You know, I don't know if it does mean more for a draft prospect that not only did we get you, but we traded up to get you.
Right.
So I wish I could have asked him that question, but it was a good night anyways. But I was surprised. I don't know if y'all were surprised too that the Bills was willing to even deal with Kansas City.
Yeah.
They're literally helping Kansas City out,
Right.
I mean, that's how Patrick Mahomes landed in Kansas City, because of Buffalo. Like that.
Yeah.
I would hate to be a Buffalo fan, man.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, who's your GM?
They're breaking tables.
Like the Eagles and the Cowboys don't trade with each other. You don't do that.
No.
They're not waiting for the season to start to break tables. They're doing it now, as of last night. That's what those Bills fans. So those who don't know, when you're tailgating at a Buffalo Bills game,
They're crazy.
one of the things you have to do if you want to fit in and do as the Romans do is you have to put yourself at a higher level, and then you have to relieve yourself of that higher level, let gravity take over, and then come crashing, burning back to the earth through a table. That's what they do.
It's that Bills Mafia mindset, man.
I've been to Buffalo plenty of times, and everybody is about that life. They love it.
Yeah, I know. They're
not
sickos
weird.
out there, even in the snow.
Yes.
They don't care, bro.
I've gone up there during the snow season. Never got trapped, but I've gone up there when it was cold. Why do they live there?
Wait, question.
Lake effect, it's real.
What part of the U.S. have you not been to?
The flyovers.
Antarctica.
So I haven't done the Dakotas yet. I haven't done
Yeah.
Idaho yet.
Alaska.
Yet.
The
I kinda
flyovers,
have to
wow.
now because I haven't done Nebraska. Hey,
Why not,
Travis.
bro?
Oh, I've been to
What's wrong-
Lincoln.
what's
I've
wrong
been to
with
Lincoln.
Nebraska?
My fraternity brother's from Nebraska, so I'm with my wife now, and we're just like talking. We're LA Fitness talking up. We live in Los Angeles, and I'm like, yeah. This is my fraternity brother. You know, he's from Nebraska. I bet you he never made a wife. And then I start to like, that's why he left Nebraska. He got the stone cold face, and he was like, listen, man, there's a lot of good things about Nebraska. And then he went off into all of the sporting events that are held in Nebraska, and then I had newfound respect. Still haven't gone. That was a few years ago, but yeah, I think I gotta go see Nebraska, see them corn huskers.
So yeah, I've been to Memorial Stadium in Nebraska a couple times.
Yeah,
For sure.
You kinda have
I've
to.
never seen Texas lose there. Let's put it that way.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
You went up there as a fan to see a
yeah.
game. Oh, that's a great
Oh yeah.
road trip.
Oh yeah.
Did you fly in or did you drive up?
So, so my first trip up there, I was working for a company that was based in Des Moines.
Yeah.
And so when they hire you, you always spend a couple of weeks at home office. And so I said, hey, they hired me in June. And I was like, could I schedule my home office 2 weeks over these weeks? They're like, well, what's special about these weeks? I'm like, well, Texas and Nebraska play in Lincoln in the middle of it. And so they did it. It snowed while I was there.
Yeah.
And I had my rental car, and I'm like, how do I get to work? Like, I don't even know how to drive to work in the snow. But then I drove over to Omaha, picked up my dad at the airport.
Yeah.
We drove into Lincoln, watched the Texas-Nebraska game. That was Roy Williams made a 4th and 3 catch to get a first down. This was, guys, Man, what year was this? 2002.
Yeah.
2002. So, yeah, that was my first trip. I went again like 6 years later. I went up there again to see him.
He told me I need to go see the Black Shirts play. But what he started with,
They ain't no Black
he
Shirts
said
anymore.
is College World Series.
Yeah,
That's
so
what-
I have
that's what it
not
started.
I have not been to Omaha.
Yeah.
I take that back. I've been to Omaha and I've been to Rosenblatt. I have not been there for the College World Series.
yeah.
Amazingly enough, I have not been to the College World Series.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. He got me. And one of my great buddies from college was from Nebraska. We played a bunch of basketball together, but he was on the school golf team. And he was from Nebraska, and he told me every stereotype I had. He said, "Oh, it's true." In fact, I was like,
Oh,
"Well,
it's true.
What do you mean it's true?" He's like, "Well, hate to say this, my dad is a corn farmer. Like we have, we got
crazy.
cornfields." And I was like, "Wow, you really are the stereotype." So
Yeah, I've been to
I
Omaha.
gotta go.
I've been to Omaha.
What you have?
For the World Series? Did you go cover the World Series?
I was
No, you just went.
I was there for the Junior Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was competing.
Well,
so.
then we got to do it.
Competing.
Wait,
you hear that?
wait,
Competing.
wait. Did he
In the
just?
Jamal?
Nah, bruh.
Jamal, you hear
You
that?
can't do that humble stuff.
Jamal, did you hear that?
Nah, brother.
He was competing in the Junior Olympics.
I was young, bro.
You can't do that.
I was like 13, 14.
Okay, what events? Because
It was a 4x800.
Right.
Yeah, a little relay.
Did y'all get All American?
We got 7th actually. So top 8 gets medals. So, yeah, got 7th. 7th in the country.
It's a
Yeah.
big medal too.
We'll
It's
take
like-
it. Yeah, it's fat.
that's
got
big
a couple
dog.
of them hanging
That's
out.
big dog.
Got a couple of them.
Corey Mose.
I'm not like Jamal. I didn't run in college.
Don't matter.
So.
Jamal ain't got a junior world.
Yeah. I ain't got no. I've been to the Junior Olympics. I ain't got no All American,
See,
man.
he ain't got that bling like you got.
You got a scholarship though. A lot more important.
How it ended up, huh?
Yeah,
Not how it started. What happened when you crossed the finish line? So you got to did there. That was for you.
Hey, can we
Yeah.
get back to the draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did have one question. I think I can say this. How the hell did Adonai Mitchell?
Okay. That was my next point was Adonai Mitchell is not off the board yet.
Crazy. He will be.
Mel Kiper last night with Scott Van Pelt. Scott asked him, "What do you expect in day 2?" His first thought was Adonai Mitchell's going to be off the board next.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he'll be the first pick of the second round.
He will be.
But he is far and away the highest ranked player not off the board. And
I'ma fight you guys.
all love to Xavier Worthy. All love to Xavier Worthy. Adonai Mitchell is a better overall wide receiver than Xavier.
I
So
agree.
whoever gets Adonai is in for a treat because he is a great wide receiver.
We got some minutes left on the clock. Here comes Dougie with his drama. Nah, Travis, Cooper DeJean. Or,
What about Cooper?
hey,
DeJean?
Kool-Aid. Just because the name. I just want Kool-Aid. I'm not saying Kool-Aid's better.
No way you named
But
Cooper
Kool-Aid.
DeJean before you named Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah, I'm going in that order. And I love the name.
You're a
and then
sicko,
Adonai.
bro. You just love you, bro. You don't
No.
really believe that,
I'm
bro.
just
You
throwing-
just want to
Hey,
just
hey,
talk, bro.
kerosene.
Hey, all I know is that Kool-Aid got whiplash watching Adonai and Xavier run.
Facts though.
Facts.
Facts though.
Facts.
Yeah, Travis.
They both called touchdown passes 5 yards past
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
See, that's why I did
Hey,
it. That's why I
Kool-Aid,
did it, Corey.
hey, all props to Kool-Aid for having a cool name like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
With a K,
But-
people.
With a K.
But Kool-Aid does not get you drafted.
I love it.
You got to stop somebody at some point.
So for those who don't know, Cooper DeJean is a wide receiver
Corner.
at Iowa.
Corner.
At Iowa. Kool-Aid
Yes.
McKinstry is a cornerback at Alabama, and Adonai Mitchell is wide receiver for Texas. And I thought Travis would blow his top that I said in that order.
I
We got
just
about what we wanted, or
yeah.
what I wanted.
Yeah,
Look-
that was pretty solid.
Look, Cooper DeJean, whoever gets him, you have to decide is he going to play corner or is he going to play safety?
Yeah.
Because he's kind of a hybrid. And by
Yes.
the way, you can use him in both places depending on your defense. But he's a really good. And look, I'm joking about Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's going to be a really good corner in the NFL as well.
The Texans
so.
draft him, to be honest.
Huh?
I hope the Texans draft him, to be honest.
That would be a good. That'd be a good landing
I
spot
don't think
for
they
him.
realize. and this is totally off topic, but like with the Texans trading back, it looks so good right now.
Yes, it does.
Because there's so much talent on the board still. I mean, you even got to do like Johnny Newton from Illinois, who people expected to be a first-round pick, and now he's still on the board. And so there's just a bunch of picks in that second round that the Texans are like, we got Stephon Diggs, and there's still talent on the board in the second round. So, yeah, I'm interested to see. But, yeah, Cooper DeJean, he's solid.
Well, what about the hype, though? Don't you guys think that the hype is going to factor in?
I mean, we all know why he has hype, though. Let's be real.
Hey, why does he have hype?
This is why I'm doing it.
It's something we haven't seen before.
What?
Literally.
Are we talking about somebody from Iowa?
Hold on. It's something you haven't seen, and young boy.
I don't know what y'all. What are y'all talking about, man?
Travis and I have seen it. It's called Jason Sehorn.
Oh, okay.
We have seen it.
Okay.
Y'all ain't seen it.
Yeah, I ain't seen his clips. I need to pull up his highlight reel.
Yeah. Well, he's more known for his wife. Remember, wasn't she on Law and Order?
Oh, yeah, she was on Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
But he was there. He was there.
Yeah.
Like he had some hype, and he was starter. Ain't nothing like being in New York.
Yeah, facts.
And that guy.
I understand.
Like those few years, he was on top of it. He was bigger than Aaron Rodgers at the Knicks game.
Angie Harmon.
Yeah.
They got divorced in 2016, so she's available.
Tragic.
So
it's because she thought he was going to be the next great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just don't know right now with this whole. Like when I was watching the draft last night, I'm just like, bro, what is going on?
Yeah.
Even with.
Okay.
We got to talk about Atlanta, right?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about all of it. We're also going to talk NBA. We're also going to talk NBA playoffs.
We're not talking Lakers, bro.
Why not?
What?
We got a lot of people from California that moved to our listening area.
I'm so mad at that team.
I mean, they're like the most relevant. Like
so mad at that team.
Hey, what's wrong with 3-0?
They got LeBron. They got 3-0. They got LeBron. They got AD. They got
they got Darvin Ham coaching them. That's the problem. Ham sandwich.
Man, taking shots at Texas Tech players, man.
Man, who would have thought, right?
I hope he dunks over.
Man, Darvin Ham shattered a backboard.
Yes,
yeah,
he did.
I saw the clip. That's cool.
I was watching it live.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, I think everybody, for some reason, I don't even remember the game.
I don't either, but I was watching it.
And every dunk after, we thought every time.
Every time. And
after that, he was just slaying
and he dunked a lot.
I think that got him to the league.
That's hilarious.
I think that's what got him to the league.
I thought he was smashing.
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah.
Well, that probably got him the Laker job too, because he sucks, bro.
You know what? I know we're gonna get into it a little bit more, even though you didn't want to talk about it. I am so disappointed in LeBron. I know this. You guys aren't gonna like this. He should have stayed in Miami.
And LeBron, that's who you're disappointed in?
Yes, because going out there,
that's crazy.
He lost out. In fact, he didn't even get Tyrone Lue hired. He should have spoke up, and he went with Darvin Ham. Yeah. So you missed out on one of the great coaches.
Well, Lue didn't want to leave though.
No, at the time.
Oh, you talking about at the time? I thought you were talking about recently. Yeah.
He could have done that, but nope. He didn't try to speak up, and now he ended up with Darvin Ham.
Yeah, I know it sucks. Trust me. You look at the huddles. D'Angelo Russell's not even in the team huddle. Dude's on the side.
Is he broke?
LeBron's not looking at the clipboard because Darvin Ham's not drawing up anything on the clipboard.
Yeah.
It's just a crapshoot over there in LA. But it's Denver, bro. Like Denver is the kryptonite. They just can't figure Denver out.
Yeah.
Well, they had like 4 guys that went over 20 points last night. That ain't normal.
Yeah.
And their team is
It's
perfect.
stacked. It's stacked. If you look back, I really do think the Lakers could have beat the Thunder. Like, if they would have just won lost that first playing game.
Yeah.
And then won against Sacramento that next game.
Is why they didn't.
Well, I mean, I don't think.
intentionally
I
throw
mean, you're not intentionally throwing a game just for matchups. You know what I'm saying? For playoffs, you don't want to look like that. You know, because then it's like, oh, okay. I am openly saying I can't beat you.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the Vegas Knights ditched the last game so that they could play the Dallas Stars.
That was my NHL pick before the year. I just want to say that.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I got receipts. I got homies I can call right now to say I picked the Las Vegas Knights.
What? So you picked the defending champion? Congratulations!
Hey, how many times did they go back to back? When's the last time a team went back to back?
I don't probably.
Detroit,
exactly.
Did Detroit go back to back?
The Red Wings?
When's the last time they won the cup?
Okay.
90s.
It's been a minute.
I'll have to get back to you.
I don't remember the
We have to get a research team on that.
Yeah.
Google.
So, hey, go get one of the interns to get on that.
Yeah. So if you guys don't believe it, though, I just want to tell you, I think
Believe what?
LeBron is leaving
Oh.
at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, you're tripping.
And I don't know where he's going to go, but I think he has to leave now. I think the longer he stays, I think it's going to affect his legacy.
What?
What you got? 10 straight losses to Denver. You may not get out. He may have to come back east.
But no one's blaming LeBron for the losses, though.
No.
But his happiness, is he happy there?
Look,
In LA, I would hope so. I would be happy in LA.
I get it. There's still people that talk Jordan, LeBron. You can throw Wilt in. There's still people that have discussions, right? I went to Washington and saw Jordan play as a Wizard.
Hey.
Okay, talk your stuff.
5th row, center court.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good see.
Yeah, right behind all the guy that hosts Meet the Press back then. He passed away several years ago. He was sitting right in front of me. He and his son.
Who you take with you?
I went by myself. I was there on a trip. I was there on a business trip.
Yeah.
And all my training class that was there with me.
Yeah.
They were all going to go out to dinner. And I was like,
F that.
Anybody want to go watch a basketball game with me?
When I'm in DC, I do the same thing. They got it all. Small town. I like you.
I was out in Renton. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so I took the subway, took the train downtown.
Wow.
Got off stations right down the street from went to watch the game.
Yeah.
It was the easiest. I walked to the ticket office and said, "I just need one ticket." She goes, "You got cash?" I go, "How much?" She goes, $100. Give her a $100 bill.
No way, bro.
5th row, center court. I'm like, man, this is the best thing ever.
That's live.
Yeah.
And I saw Jordan play. That Jordan.
Fat Jordan. Come on, bro.
He said that Jordan.
I said that
fat
Jordan.
I thought you said fat.
But he was
That's
kind of
not
fat
bad.
I was
Jordan.
about to say you're disrespectful.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Like LeBron now
Uh-huh.
versus that Jordan.
Yeah.
LeBron would school him up and down the court.
Yeah.
And this is the Jordan who took 2 years off
Yeah.
to play because he wanted to play baseball.
I mean, you wanted to. He did.
Well,
He
did he?
did play.
There's a lot of curveballs that will disagree with you.
What was his batting average again? Or like 160?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Russell Wilson got a higher batting average than Michael Jordan.
It's probably better than the Astros hitting right now. So
Ooh, boy, the Astros.
let me
man.
not open up that can of worms
Oh.
right now. Luckily, we're in the worst division in baseball.
I didn't know that was right there.
Yeah, the Rangers aren't exactly
Yeah,
lighting things on
right.
fire either. So, man, that loss yesterday to Seattle was
Reston, Virginia.
Virginia. That's where I was.
Yep. Because there is a Renton, but that's in Washington.
Yes,
Outside of Seattle.
yeah. Because that's where I used to stay. That's why, because when I worked for Safeco, which is now combined with Liberty Mutual, that's where we would stay when we go up there for training up there. So
yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
I like the
Reston
Emerald City.
and Renton. So I've been to both.
So
I've stayed in both.
I did get to see a Supersonics game and a Mariners game when I was in Seattle. So I got a chance to do that when I was out there. But you're right. When you're traveling like that,
That's
man,
all.
I work with you
Hey,
guys.
I went to a Pacers playoff game when I was training a class in Indianapolis, and the whole training class was like, "Hey, you want to join us for dinner?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to a basketball game, man." I'm like real, for real. You want to go to dinner? You want to go to Chili's?
Thank you.
I'm going to go to the basketball game.
Listen, I'm trying to see Jordan eat on the court.
Who'll have lifelong memories from that?
Right. So, all right. So we need to get to a break. We're going to come back after that, and we're kind of all over the place. NFL. Look, we're going to go NFL draft first. We are back on the Fans View. Travis Kent alongside Jamal January, sitting across from Douglas Washington. To my left, KView 24's Corey Mose.
You're
Hobnobbing with the NFL draft picks. Hey, what you doing tonight? Okay, I know what you're doing tonight.
No second round parties?
We'll talk about that next Friday. We'll talk about it next Friday about how you spend tonight because I know where you're headed tonight.
I'm
so.
not going nowhere.
I know.
What if Mr. Mitchell is having a second round party tonight? Can you get an invite? Can you get?
Man, can I get an invite? Maybe.
Hey Corey, if we all go back and look at the footage, can we see you anywhere in the notification?
Oh, the notification?
Yeah, when they show when you're drafted at the party.
Oh, you're talking about at the party?
Yeah.
So
is there anything we could show? Anything out there?
I was on the side. I was on the wrong side. Of the
I backed
camera.
it up a couple of times to see if I can catch him too, and I couldn't.
Nothing.
I was on the other side of the camera.
All right.
My apologies.
Yeah,
I was trying to do my job.
You gotta be ready, Corey.
All right, listeners out there, NFL draft and NBA playoffs. So that's our order, and we don't have any time limits on anything. 512-836-2887. You get your calls and comments in, Mr. Oklahoma, Pflugerville man. Anybody who wants to call in, you can get your calls.
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
Mr. Oklahoma.
Huh?
Mr.
I got a cowboy.
Huh? Yeah.
He is
Yes, that's
he is a
right.
Cowboy lover.
That's right.
No, I was gonna.
Well,
say,
his name is Tyler, so of course the Cowboys are going to draft him for the offensive line.
better.
Like the Cowboys, we let Tyler Biotis go. Maybe we should bring him back because my goal is to have all guys named Tyler on the offensive line.
That would be crazy.
Wouldn't that be killer?
It'd be very
yes.
That would be kind of crazy, though.
It would. That'd be a very Jerry Jones thing to do.
Yeah.
So
I was just asking you guys because Travis said anyone can call in. Do we really want to talk to Panthers fans?
Whoa.
No.
What's
They
wrong
got the kid with the accent.
What's wrong with Xavier Leggett?
I mean,
Yeah.
we expect anything to happen out of Carolina this year.
So
Hey, I will say this though.
what's up with Roger Goodell not knowing how to pronounce his name?
oh,
man.
yeah, that's a fail. That's a
don't
fail.
get me started.
Come on, Roger.
Just uncultured. Just uncultured, bro. And when do I get
but
booed?
you have a draft mock, like you
Yes.
you pretty much can figure who's. I agree with you.
Right,
Travis.
look, if you're the commissioner,
Xavier wasn't one of those guys, though. At least I didn't expect him to be in the first round.
no, I wouldn't have either. But if you're the commissioner,
barely
you should
made
be
it.
practicing about 60 names.
Yeah.
Yes.
There should be about 60 names, and his name would have been in that 60.
Yeah, it
that's
should be that.
that's my only point. Is as the commissioner, you can't screw up one of the names. That's just it's too easy to practice because now he hands it off to like the assistant commissioner. I don't know. He doesn't do the entire draft. Like
Yeah.
he hands it off after this
They
point.
got other people doing
Exactly.
like guess stuff. And,
Exactly.
But
So,
I was going to say, we got a caller. All right, we'll take the caller.
you okay? You okay? Hold. All right. Let's jump into the phone and say, caller, you there, Mr. Oklahoma?
Yes, hello?
Oh yes. Yeah. Go right ahead.
Yeah, this is Mr. West Virginia. I don't know if y'all remember me, but I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I wonder how the Steelers going to be doing. I heard some good things.
Okay.
Hey, man, y'all got Troy Fautanu, I believe, from Washington.
Yep.
Got a dog up front. You want to know the crazy thing about Troy? They were speaking about this on the broadcast. They were saying how he was growing up a diehard Steelers fan.
Oh, really?
And he loved Troy Polamalu growing up. That was his idol. And he said the fact that he got a visit before the draft by the Steelers was a dream come true.
Wow.
Just that he got a visit.
Yeah.
And now he's a Pittsburgh Steelers. Really cool story. And I honestly thought he was one of the better linemen in the draft. So that's a home run pick for me.
This is a great offensive line draft. Of course, he's a guard and a bulldog of a guard.
He can play tackle too, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
He did so against Texas. Yeah. He did everything against Texas.
Yeah.
He shut up that
Hey,
edge.
shout out to our Pacific Islander nation out there. So you get this
Woo!
drafted in the first round.
You wanna-
And then we also had a young lady from Utah. From
Hey, West Virginia man, we appreciate the call. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, we just dominated your phone call. I guess you got in what you want to talk about. So
but no, that means he gave us a good topic.
hey, you want to run through
Can I make just one
the
last
Pacific?
point?
Yeah. No,
Before
Yes.
we move on.
Yeah.
Okay, he talked about the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
And how like Panthers fans should
that
be
shade
sad.
I threw?
Yeah. I will say Jonathan Brooks pulled up to the draft party yesterday. And I asked him a couple things off record, but then one thing on record. What was his favorite team that he visited? He said, surprisingly, the Panthers. He said he loved Dave Canales, the new
Okay.
head coach.
Yeah.
Said he was a great talker. He said the facilities were great, and he was surprised that like he had really enjoyed that visit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a bad city. I like Charlotte. Anybody ever visit it? Great city, and you need to go see the stadium.
I have been there. I've driven through and made stops on work, but I've never been there for pleasure.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to do is go for pleasure.
Great city. I've gone there for a few events for work, and fell in love with it. I will tell anyone. It's often overshadowed because you got Raleigh.
Yeah.
You got that triangle. So you got that Wake Forest. You got that Winston-Salem. But Charlotte is not a bad city. Big banking city too.
They got pick number 7 in round 2.
They can make some moves, man. They just got their receiver.
So maybe Adonai goes there.
No, I'm not going to Buffalo with the 33 pick, bro.
Yeah,
That's a lock.
I don't think he gets by. Yeah, he doesn't.
I'll put money on that.
He does
right
not
now.
get by Buffalo.
The
Really?
mock drafts had AD going to Buffalo in the first round.
Yeah,
and
fact.
so,
The fact that he dropped to them while they
yeah.
also moved back, they got blessed. Like the
Yes.
fact that he's still on the board right now is crazy to me.
Well, I think after Brian Thomas went, I think Buffalo knew that they were still going to get one of the wide receivers they wanted, and I think Xavier and Adonai were probably both on their list. And I'm sure there are others as well, but I think they knew that when they traded back to 33, I think they knew that they were going to be fine.
Well, the crazy thing is they traded back to 32 first.
That's right,
with
they
the
did.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then what went through my mind was, okay, well, what if San Fran picks a receiver? Which I was thinking because Brandon Ayuk situation.
Yeah.
And so then they pick up Ricky
pick up Pearsall.
Yeah, I didn't get
Which
it.
was out of
Pick at
nowhere.
all.
Which wait, I like how? Yeah, I don't
know. Well, I will say this though. I've been looking on social media trying to get answers about why Ricky Pearsall was drafted before Adonai. But if you see CJ Stroud, he has a video out right now with Michael Parsons. They were doing the whole draft thing.
Okay.
CJ was just like astonished that Pearsall got picked because he was hoping he would drop to the second round. And he was literally saying, man, I wish we were going to get him.
Oh.
And so apparently Pearsall is a really good route runner.
He must,
one of the best route runners in the class.
So he must have made a good impression in his individual workouts or something. Yeah.
He has one of the craziest one-handed catches.
That was
college
crazy.
football.
Yeah, that was the crazy catch last year. But so going back to my point though, with the Buffalo Bills moving back to 32, San Fran doesn't take the receiver. So I'm thinking, all right, you already had one slip up. Like you already got lucky once.
Yeah. Right.
One person didn't get your guy. Then they move back again.
Yeah.
And they move with a team who's getting another receiver.
Well,
And my thing is, do they ask the teams like, hey, who are you getting? Just so you don't pick our guy.
Right.
but
they
Xavier's
traded.
165 pounds.
Oh yeah, well, I'm talking about. I'm
And
talking
so-
about the two other picks.
Not
though.
Xavier. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
Worthy. Yeah, Worthy is 165
I guess they're both Xavier
pounds.
technically.
Yeah.
They are.
That's
But
right.
Worthy is 165 pounds.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Buffalo may not want a smaller guy like that?
No, I didn't think.
And-
I didn't
and
think Xavier was Buffalo's guy. I always
Okay,
thought it was too
okay.
cold. It doesn't do well with speed receivers.
Agreed.
But the fact that you moved back to 32 and then saw that the team in front of you took a receiver and still had the balls to move
go
back,
back
again,
Yeah.
with the team that's going to take a receiver. They must have known both of those teams weren't taking Adonai, which I don't know how.
I agree with you. They had to have had
had
that
to have
discussion about we're going up to get a receiver. Okay, we want a receiver too. Who are you taking?
Okay, but how about this then? What if they lied? What if Kansas City lied
Exactly.
to Buffalo?
They had
because
to.
they got Hollywood Brown in the offseason.
Yeah.
And if I call you up and be like, yo, man, let me go get Cooper. I'm going to go get Cooper right quick. Let me go get Cooper. All right, man, we'll hook you up. What if? I would love to find out if Kansas City lied to Buffalo.
It would. I'd love to know these things as well.
Because
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown, I thought they were good, but now you got Hollywood Brown.
Two speedsters.
You got
Where's she,
Worthy.
Rice? Rice.
Buffalo. I mean,
Rice
Buffalo.
is pretty fast
Kansas
too.
City's
In
gonna
the
be
car. Let me chill out.
Another reason why you got to go get another tight end.
Yeah.
Go get that tight end.
Yeah.
Kansas
Yeah,
City.
get Jatavian in the 4th round, dude. Like I just don't see why not. You have a dude that literally does what Travis Kelce does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch the ball
And Travis is
really
getting
well.
old.
Yeah.
Very
that too.
old.
But I will say
For a
he hadn't dropped off though. Let's
No.
in the playoffs he looked like Travis
But he
Kelce.
did get nicked, last year.
Yeah, yeah,
And we need
facts.
to take some of that abuse.
It's just like
off of him.
LeBron. Like, you kind of not worry about the regular season, but you kind of skate through the regular
We
season.
need you.
Yeah.
Then.
So then use Jatavian during that time. I think you see the same thing in Baltimore right now with Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. They went out and got Isaiah Likely a couple years ago, and it's paid dividends.
Yes,
It
has.
does.
Oh my gosh.
Having two. Yeah, go ahead.
So let me ask y'all, who do y'all think won the draft in day one?
Chicago.
Wow, good answer.
I mean, it's obvious. They got their quarterback and they got a top wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
I'm shocked by them.
Me too. I will say this.
Do you think there was any chance that they would trade out of that second pick?
I did. Yeah.
you talking about Chicago?
So take Caleb and then trade out of number 9 and try to pick up something more. But or look, I mean, I certainly don't blame them. I mean, you get your quarterback, you get a wide receiver.
One of the best wide receivers. Too.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's
legit.
He's day one starter. So
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, is a great pickup. So let's talk about the draft. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say,
ask that question. I was wondering if you want to say your answer, Travis. If you had an answer.
won the draft. No, you said the Bears, right?
Yeah, I think the Bears. Yeah. What do you think?
I thought the Bears won. Obviously, the Chiefs getting Xavier Worthy, but I thought one of the best picks out there was actually Nate Wiggins going to Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah. What a great pick.
Good
Slapped
corner.
on, too.
4.29.
I was going to
Clemson.
I like that because that's what they needed, especially to play teams like the Chiefs.
Hey.
I was going to say, and I hate this because the division rivals, but the Colts, them getting Latu at that pick, to me, I always thought he was the best defensive player in the draft.
Well, my fraternity brother there at Indianapolis, spring 2024. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he just crossed.
Wait, who are you talking about?
The Indianapolis chapter.
Oh, you're talking about Anthony Richardson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't know who you were talking about for a second. I was like, Latu did not play.
Yeah, no. I said quarterback though. But
Yeah, I didn't know.
I think I threw you
missed
off
that part.
already
Yeah,
when I did that. I'm gonna say this to you on that. I am excited to see that team. And so if they want this edge rusher and that's what they need, okay. But I want to see that team. I told y'all I drafted that guy to be my quarterback last year. And he got hurt. He had a lot to learn.
He was good, though.
Maybe he needs to do Brazilian
When
Jiu-Jitsu
healthy.
to learn how to fall like Tua.
Facts.
But I'm excited to see Indianapolis play this year. I just want to know. I just want to know what they can do. I'll watch more Colts games than Panthers games. Oh, I did it again.
So top 12 picks, 6 quarterbacks, the 6, and I want to jump straight to the 6th quarterback taken.
Bo Nix, bro. Bo does not know.
No.
Bo Nix goes 12th, and he goes to Denver.
Who's in that quarterback?
was horrible.
Can we talk about that quarterback?
Are we seeing the demise of Sean Payton as an offensive guru?
Well,
Did
I want to
we doubt?
I want to give flowers though. Okay,
Okay.
First off,
All right.
Ben DiNucci,
Yeah.
Jared Stidham, Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Why you laughing?
The
Jamal?
Nooch.
Why you laughing,
Are you
Jamal?
naming is that a boy band?
You don't
Who are
respect
those
this?
guys?
Bo Nix.
Who
What
are
a
they?
quarterback room, right?
Oh, quarterbacks.
Oh
Yeah.
man. But I will say this though with Sean Payton. If they would have drafted Tony Romo in the first round, Mel Kiper would have been pissed. Everyone would have been like, "What are y'all doing?"
Right.
But Sean Payton was the guy that kind of pushed that.
Right.
And arguably, Tony Romo was the best quarterback in that draft. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Sean Payton has a way of finding quarterbacks that he knows how to develop and use. Same thing with Drew Brees. He went out and got Drew Brees
Yeah.
when
Coming off a shoulder injury.
San Diego thought he was done.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so there's something about Sean Payton and finding guys that people don't believe in that he then develops for his offense. Now, we'll say, do I believe in Bo Nix? Hell no. But
Hold on, Jamal. You
who
want to get
knows?
him?
The track record for Sean Payton, that's all I got to say.
You want
I
me to
get
get
it,
him?
yeah.
You want to get him?
But
You want me
he's
to
not
get
a first round. Look, I'm not. Bo Nix is not a first round.
Yeah, like
Jamal.
He's not a first
Get
round.
him,
I just
Jamal.
felt like they got like the scratch. They didn't get the best out of the 6.
Corey Mose. Come
I'm
on.
just saying, dude. Look, I'm playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying?
That's a demon's advocate
Well,
right there.
That's crazy.
No,
like I do wonder. Do you think he thought that J.J. McCarthy might fall to him.
There's no way. With all the hype that's been going on. They were talking about J.J. getting picked 4th.
Yeah.
I heard 3rd in some circles.
There was no way he was getting past Minnesota.
No way.
No way. Minnesota.
I just don't understand why anyone would have confidence in Sean Payton. As far as a quarterback whisperer, you do know that the worst quarterback contract of all time, Russell Wilson, was on his watch. He wanted
He don't
that
do
guy.
finances. He not the GM.
He couldn't do nothing with them.
What you mean?
I'm sure they had conversations.
Well,
He had a really decent year last
He-
year, bro. Don't act like he didn't have a decent year.
He was
jacked
Russell Wilson was there when Sean Payton got there. They brought him in before.
He didn't know how to use Russell Wilson.
He did. Russell Wilson had a way better year last year than the
jettisoned.
year before.
So why isn't he still there?
Because that's not Sean's guy. Sean didn't go out and trade for him. Sean wanted to get his quarterback.
And you're gonna go with Bo Nix. What 6-year guy? Couldn't come out earlier than that.
No, of course
6
not.
years.
Of course
you know,
not.
if you stay in college that long, you know what that means, right?
I mean, you would hope.
You
would
ain't
hope that-
ready.
You would hope, you know. But I will say, like, you can't discredit the
He'll
work that
he'll
Russell
probably take
Wilson
Brock
did.
Cunningham too.
Hey, chill out. Chill out. But yeah,
Hey, he can. What was the quarterback at Florida State? He can take that guy.
I'm just so mad you just disrespected Sean Payton like that.
Yeah.
Off
I
of
have
the
no
season
confidence.
Russell Wilson did.
All those
After what you
years.
saw 2 years ago, Russell
He
Wilson.
got lucky with Drew Brees.
To then last year, he was a completely different player.
Yeah, he was.
With Sean Payton. He got him a job in Pittsburgh.
He was
Literally,
a much better player. Yeah.
Sean Payton did that for him. If we're being honest.
Nah, I think Russell's got it on his own. Sean Payton,
Come on, bro.
good luck with your quarterback room.
I mean,
I have no confidence.
Oh, it's not a great quarterback room.
horrible
Look,
room. Yeah,
look,
we're not arguing that at all.
I'm not going to argue and say it's a great quarterback room. Ben DiNucci's best contribution to sports is, he's the creator of the Upside Down City on the hats, right?
Oh no, I did not know that.
That's his company. He did that. So when why am I drawing blank?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, what logo?
When Dak wears that upside down Dallas hat, that's Ben DiNucci.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's his company.
I didn't know he started that.
Oh yeah, that's his company.
That's a great add to society.
Yes,
Thank
it
you,
is.
Ben DiNucci.
Yeah.
Those are cool looking hats.
And when you go online, you can't. The ones you want, you can't get them. Because I've been trying to get one for. I want one of the upside down Dallas hats because Dak wears it, man.
Yeah.
Fact. Well, on the flip side of Jamal's question, who had the worst draft first round?
The Bills.
Wow.
By getting out.
And I
Yeah,
wouldn't
by
say.
getting
Oh, but they
out.
still get their guy though.
I mean, true.
And they
they
get
got
picks.
lucky.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Arizona.
Wow, Marvin Harrison.
What?
And then who they pick
And
up? at
Darius
27?
Robinson, the edge rusher.
Somebody's
Yeah.
got to throw him the ball, and I don't know what they're going to do there. I honestly think they're going to be making some quarterback changes.
Shemaine, bro, Kyler Murray's right there.
I think the season's not here yet. I don't even know if he's going to make it through. I think he's gone.
After this
Have
year,
you heard any statements, any kind of, oh, we can't wait for next year, he's our guy? They've been so quiet. And so that just makes me think there's some problems over there in Arizona.
But Kyler's been outspoken, so I think
Yeah.
that means something. That even last night he posted a video saying, "Man, I'm so excited for today. Like, I'm so excited for this new weapon that we got." Like he literally said that. So I think if he's open about his loyalty to the organization, I think that says a lot more.
He had Hollywood Brown.
I mean, come on,
He had
bro. Come on, bro.
Hopkins.
No way.
I mean,
no way. You
him,
just compare
with
Hollywood Brown to
him with
Marvin
a
Harrison
shiny
Jr.
receiver. We've seen that. What else you gonna do? I know. Who wants to not get Harrison? I thought they should have done so much more than another shiny new wide receiver for Kyler Murray. I mean, you asked.
Well, he needs shiny wide receivers.
That's what I'm saying,
Because he
bro.
throws the ball up for grabs. Look, the best play in Kyler Murray's career is B-Hop making a play.
Yes.
Because outside of that was the worst decision to throw a football in the history of football.
Yeah.
But didn't end the game though.
It was the end of the game, so I guess it was. You might as well throw it up for grabs.
So
He's like he's. Nah.
I would say give it. You got one more year with Kyler.
yeah.
I think that you can't just. This year wasn't the year.
So he's gonna save Kyler's career. Marvin Harrison, a rookie.
Well, we'll see what the rest of the year. I mean, first off,
he
we
could.
never know.
He could.
Let's say first off,
Look,
let's not act like we haven't seen that before. Look at Odell Beckham.
That's
Odell
right.
Beckham
Yeah.
saved a couple years for Eli.
That's right.
So there has been wide receivers coming
Eli
in.
had chips.
Come on, bro. Eli,
Kyler
I would
does
stand
not.
on this. Eli is one of the worst quarterbacks to ever win multiple Super Bowls. He had two good years.
Multiple. You said multiple.
Well, yeah. I mean, not many quarterbacks have multiples. So.
I was
fair.
gonna say,
That's true.
That's
fair.
Trent Dilfer.
Oh my god.
That's the worst quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness. I forgot he got a chip.
Yeah, but you said multiple, so you took me away from that.
Yeah, I gotta be real.
But I like that
specific.
Travis came in and said,
Yeah, but the first one his defense carried, and then his wide receiver made a lucky catch.
yes.
So
Oh, I thought you were talking about Trent Dilfer again.
All right. So what do you think about Minnesota's draft?
JJ,
JJ.
Okay, so they get JJ's and they turn around and get Dallas Turner,
which I thought was an amazing pick for them.
I agree. Dallas Turner. I thought Dallas Turner is the best defensive player in this draft, right?
Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
I like Latu.
Yeah.
I like Latu a lot.
Jamal, who you got?
Dallas Turner.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I like Dallas Turner.
I watched the Texas offense demolish that Alabama defense. So lost all respect. For Kool-Aid, Terran Arnold, he got cooked too. You forgot
Yeah.
Well,
Terran
No,
Arnold.
he did.
That's
Yeah,
why
Terran Arnold, he
I-
got cooked too.
I wasn't
yeah.
gonna say
Cooked
it
too.
because I was gonna say
Yeah, they were all in the heat.
Yeah.
one or two of those cornerbacks
Yeah.
from Alabama, but he ate me alive on Kool-Aid.
Whoa.
So if I said Arnold again,
That oven was hot in that day, so it was not a good day for.
Yeah.
If you wanted to judge Alabama defensive draft picks, watching the Texas tape was not a good day.
Not a
for
good
you.
day at all. But to go back to your Minnesota point, though, going into the draft, I thought they should have waited on Michael Penix. You know, all the conversation was, do they trade up to number 3? Do they trade up to number 4 to get
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy? I literally tweeted out, Minnesota just needs to stay patient, stay in their spot, and get Michael Penix. And then what do I know, right? Atlanta picks him.
Yeah,
I'm so shocked.
But when Penix is gone, though, it's still, to me, the best situation for a quarterback. Forever, all the situations, all the organizations that needed quarterbacks, Minnesota was the best situation. You have two great wide receivers,
Right.
One of whom is the best wide receiver in the league. You have a pretty good running back now in Aaron
Debatable.
Jones. Debatable is crazy. Then you got an offensive guru who was able to get a guy who just pulled up to a team 10 days before, don't know nobody's name, and Josh Dobbs to go win a game. Kevin O'Connell did that.
Yeah.
And so you have that all around you. Yeah, you got solid left tackles, a solid right tackle. That was the best quarterback situation. And so J.J. McCarthy, to me, isn't talented at all compared to Michael Penix Jr. But if you put him in that situation, he's going to look very good, I feel like, because he has so many things
I
around him.
don't think we've seen it though. I don't think we've seen. I don't know. I'm saying I don't think we've seen how good J.J. McCarthy is because he
No.
didn't have to be on that Michigan team.
right.
Exactly.
So it's up in the air.
Right, he's gonna have to throw the ball down the field with
Yes.
this
He
team,
is.
and we're gonna have to see can he throw the ball down the
You
field.
gotta know.
But it must be nice to throw the ball down the field to Justin.
No, believe me.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he's
I
going
thought
to look
Minnesota
decent.
should have gone with a couple other items. I think they should have waited for either Spencer Rattler from South Carolina or Jordan Travis coming out of Florida State. I know I mentioned him before, but I was just making jokes earlier. But I thought that would have been a great guy. Coming off the broke leg, no one's really looking into him. 13-0 before he got hurt?
Yeah, but
Might
you
have-
got to
might
hope
have-
that he's back, though.
So Mel Kiper last night on Scott Van Pelt said that Spencer Rattler is his next quarterback on the board,
I believe it.
Rattler.
and he's number 99 on his list.
I like Rattler. I really do.
No, I think I watched him at Oklahoma get benched, and Caleb Williams comes
we
in.
I was
We
at that
can't-
game.
Yeah.
I was there
at
too.
that
We
Really?
can't judge that, though. I don't think – because he's a different guy. He is a different player from that moment
Dude,
to him
what,
coming out.
what did he do at South Carolina that made you think he's going to be a good NFL quarterback?
He stood in the pocket. He had the worst offensive line in the SEC. He was under
Yes.
pressure the most.
And that
He got
ground game
sacked
was
the
red.
most. And that's my thing. Like, I think there's a couple plays and a couple games. That game against Florida, great tape. I think that game against LSU was also great tape.
And you know what you said, Travis, about J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball downfield?
Yeah.
There's tape.
There's tape with
of
Spencer.
Rattler slinging it because everyone loves his arm strength.
Yeah.
I mean, how you
And
think?
he gets rid of it quick.
But he gets happy feet in the pocket.
But how you think Xavier Legette became a
line
first
was
rounder,
crap,
bro?
Travis.
That
line
Spencer
was
was
crap.
giving him the
Yeah,
ball.
Sorry, I used to be in the South Carolina National Guard, so I was right there in Columbia a
Dude was
lot.
everywhere.
So I've always kept an eye on South Click. I like Rattler. I watched maybe too much South
Yeah.
Carolina this year.
Now,
I like him.
I don't like him more than McCarthy. I will say that, but I
know,
do.
but I'm
I
saying
do think
I would've
like
waited.
I would rather have a project than McCarthy than we already know we're getting with Spencer. I don't think there's not much more you can do with Spencer development wise. But when it comes to McCarthy, O'Connell can mold him into what he wants him to be as a quarterback because he's so fresh, because he's so I guess new to the whole running a team as a quarterback that has to pass the ball. You know,
So-
because he's been surrounded by great people his whole year. I mean, his whole college
Of course, this is revisionist history. So this is what I'm saying about Minnesota. You go get another receiver to put opposite of Justin Jefferson.
You have one, bro.
and then you wait for Rattler or Jordan Travis, and
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry about what is J.J. McCarthy going to turn out to be as a first-round pick. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to go receiver again, and then wait for another quarterback second round. I also thought Penix was going to maybe last to the second round. I did not know he was going to go number 8.
No one did.
I thought he was going to fall into the second round, and I thought that was a great situation for him playing in a dome in Minnesota.
Oh, it would have been
with those
perfect.
Beautiful.
It would have been
fans.
perfect. I mean, that would have been a match made in heaven. Him and J. Jeff. But to go back on your question, you drafted the receiver first round last year, and Jordan Addison,
Yeah,
and he was really
Phenomenal.
good.
he looked good with Jefferson down.
No, and when Jefferson
year.
was healthy,
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
yeah, I had him on my fantasy.
we got
team.
to see so much of him while Jefferson was out. I'm a fan. I
And so
had him on my fantasy.
And my
so
next
I
question would be,
watched him.
if you're going to get a wide receiver, at that point, who's worthy of that 11th pick? Because Roman Dunze is already gone. So who would you have picked at 11 that was worthy of that?
Well, you guys are high on Mitchell.
that
Xavier,
high.
we know Xavier dropped. Oh, sorry, Legette dropped. But yeah, I would have read it to go. I saw something somewhere. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry, I can't give credit. But there was a post that I saw that, like, out of the last 50 first round wide receivers, only like 6 are busts. Versus, look at that on quarterbacks. And you let a fan favorite and Kirk Cousins walk out that door. I understand for the Achilles, and then we hear how much money he gets.
Yeah, but there's also stats saying that every wide receiver that's been picked in the first round, only 27% of them go to a second contract
Oh,
with that same
Yeah.
team.
no. I
So,
see
like,
that.
it's hard to pick receivers, too.
And
Yeah.
pay him.
It is.
All right, so we got a call on the line, so let's jump into the calls.
I love that.
Okay, callers, when you call in, you're going to go straight into the queue, and you'll hear us through your phone and wait for us to bring you in. So, you calling back now? Caller, you there? You got us? Caller, you there? Caller.
Oh, I'm sorry. It must have been another number. Sorry.
All right, sorry.
Wow.
Okay.
Called to a radio station.
Yes, wow.
That's a pretty lucky.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah. All right. Another thing I want to talk about, because we've alluded to it now a couple of times, and that is Atlanta. So personally, I think it was a great pick.
So did I.
You know, 35-year-old Kirk Cousins has a 4-year contract, and you're paying him a lot of money, but now you've got what I feel like is going to be a good pro quarterback on a rookie contract to sit behind a veteran who knows how to read defenses, knows how to play the game, knows how to think through the game. Not as athletic as the guys who's going to be behind him, but is going to be able to teach him a lot, and probably has a couple of years of good football left in him. At some point, though, he's 35. when he's 37, 38, do we still think Kirk Cousins is going to be able to withstand the throes of an NFL season? But by then, Penix will be ready to take over. I think it was a great pick, personally. So,
yeah, I liked it. I definitely thought. I literally said during the draft party, like, Penix fits Atlanta more than Kirk Cousins, just the city.
yeah.
And so,
30 seconds.
yeah, I like the pick, but I just didn't like it there. You know, that high.
That high. That's pretty high.
And
but
I also don't like the timing because you just signed Kirk Cousins to this big deal, like you alluded to, and
Look,
he wasn't aware at all, which
okay.
I think is a problem.
yeah. So
If you want him to be a mentor, tell him, "Hey, we want you to be a mentor."
but look, we're all interested in, or at least I am interested in Atlanta because Bijan's there. They're
going to ruin this man's career.
Where should they have gone, or should they have traded down?
They should have gotten a defensive edge. I feel like a Dallas Turner, like
Or
a
Latu.
Latu.
I literally thought that was the
I
way
think
route
that's
they're
what they
going.
should have done. But I respect them getting a quarterback of the future because they don't think that next year's class is one.
No. All right, so we need to get to a break. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Fans View, KAZI 88.7. Travis Kent, to my right, Jamal January. Across the room from me, twisting and tweaking the dials, Douglas Washington.
The Bo Nix of this show.
To my left, KView 24's Corey Mose.
That's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious.
What I'm saying is, I gotta stay here for like 6 years. You guys are the big dogs. Y'all got drafted. Jamal came out after 1 year because he did a year in
Nah,
JUCO.
facts though. Yeah.
He did a year in JUCO.
Year in JUCO's crazy.
But
He goes to the draft.
I needed 6 years to do this.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Proud of you.
Travis, we got to get back to Atlanta.
Okay.
Because I
Go
don't
back to
know if y'all
Atlanta.
noticed, I was over here snickering. I cut my mic off, but I was snickering because there is nothing funnier than Kirk Cousins in hot Atlanta with a gold chain and his shirt off at a press conference. That is the face of hot Atlanta,
Yeah.
and I am here for it.
Yeah. But I think that's the thing though. When he got signed by Atlanta, or yeah, I guess signed.
Yeah.
He didn't get traded. When he signed with Atlanta, I just thought like, man, that just doesn't. They just don't fit.
This is the town of Michael
culture,
Vick.
The culture just don't.
This is the city of Vic,
Yeah.
and now they got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, man. Like shout out,
Like,
he's my Christian brother. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
exactly. He's
Great
gonna be.
dude.
There's gonna be the devotionals are gonna be.
Oh, there's some
off the
mega
chain.
churches there he could go
Yeah.
visit.
Yeah, facts, dude.
Maybe that's what he'll do to win the hearts and minds.
Hey man, what he needs to do. This is totally a joke. It's totally a joke. But we were joking around about like Bijan and how his dating life is out there in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
And like, well, your quarterback, he probably find you a nice little Christian lady.
I'm
His wife can help out for sure.
I'm sure they can. Yeah, for
man,
sure.
find a little nice little Christian
Yeah.
lady for Bijan out there, man.
Yeah.
Hot Atlanta. Streets are hot for sure.
I'm gonna tell you this though: if Kirk Cousins does stay healthy, could he get comeback player? I know that's a hard thing for you guys to think about, but look at the weapons he has. So if he's healthy and he can sling it, my gosh, I don't think he's ever had this amount of talent.
Well,
I want to put that out there.
actually, now that I think about it, you asked me earlier about who I think they should have went with.
Yeah.
I think they should have went Rome. Now that I think about it. Now looking back on it, because you need
Yeah.
somebody opposite of Drake London. Because Drake London's not a dude. I'm just not convinced he's a guy.
Yeah.
So go out and get another guy on the other side to help out Kirk
So to your point, he had better weapons
in Minnesota.
2 years ago in Minnesota.
Name him.
What you mean name them? T.J. Hawkinson, Jordan Anderson.
Yeah.
Let's say Justin Jefferson. Dalvin Cook.
They had Dalvin Cook at running back.
Was
I
it
mean-
Osborne? KJ Osborne?
KJ Osborne.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a little biased, but that defense isn't bad, and it's in a really crappy division too.
No, defense is good.
Yeah.
Defense
So
is good.
that
But you still
defense
you still need the edge
should
rush.
get a little bit of a plus up. I'm not gonna say they're an amazing defense, but you remember who they're playing. So they're gonna get to play Carolina twice. They're gonna get to play.
They're in an easier.
New Orleans.
He's now in an easier division for sure.
Yeah.
and so you could get comeback, right?
Oh, yeah.
Comeback player of the
I'm
year.
I'm
and
not discrediting that at
Maybe
all.
even a
Yeah.
Pro Bowl off of that.
Look, I think Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback whenever he's healthy.
I agree.
I mean, I really do believe that. And so, yes, if he returns to be a top 10 quarterback, yeah, he deserved to be in the conversation. I don't even know who else could be in the running for a comeback. Now that I think about it, because I got to think about all the guys that got hurt last year.
If he gets to start, Jacoby Brissett, if he gets to start on his second renewal in New England,
he should. There's no reason why Drake May should be playing in week 1.
Nah, I think they should wait. Don't rush it.
Yeah. But F it. Kirk Cousins, comeback player.
Yeah, I think so. That's the other part I was thinking about. He didn't say it fully, Travis.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You can't give me FCC.
No.
Yeah, man, get off me. Let's go. But yeah, so I believe in Atlanta.
That's a seasoned TV professional. Right
yeah, media trained, bro.
Right.
All right, so they didn't go Rome, and so Travis, you're okay with them taking Michael Penix?
I'm okay with it, because I do think that he is a quarterback of the future for someone.
Yeah.
Now, do I necessarily think that Penix and Bo Nix were first round draft picks? I think Penix is closer to a first round draft pick than Bo Nix is.
Okay.
Is McCarthy one for you?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really. No.
I have to just make sure.
No.
What are we missing there? Why? Because didn't we mention we saw him maybe as third, as high as third?
McCarthy.
What are we missing on McCarthy? Why aren't we all sold on him? Because that team was so.
It's the unknown, bro.
Yeah.
It's the unknown. The unknown of, is he really good? Or
he played in the 1980s Texas high school offense.
Yeah, bro.
He played in I formation. I think I saw him pitch the ball more than he did throw the ball. In my mind, that's not real, right? But that's the mindset that I have of him playing at Michigan. Was he was in a downhill running offense. And then you kick it out to the tight end or the wide receiver on a slant every once in a while. That's the only picture I can get in my mind of him. Now, is that fair? I don't know if it's fair or not, but that's who I think J.J. McCarthy is.
Yeah.
And what helps him out, though, and I think what scouts are looking at is when he had to make plays, he did. And so, that's the argument that he has, that the scouts are saying. If you look on tape, he actually led the nation in third down percentage and converting them. And so, in those type of plays, he stepped up. But, at the end of the day, it's what about a full game? You have moments, yes, throughout the game, but, can he control a full game? I think that's the question that I have for sure. And accuracy, ball placement, those type of things, you're throwing to dudes who are wide open in college because they're stacking the box. So can you read a defense? I don't know these things, but that's something a coach's mind is saying I can teach him. And if he has all these intangibles, I can just mold him into a great quarterback. And I think that's more enticing than a quarterback who's already kind of well developed, who they feel like they can't grow anymore, and they're already at their peak. And I just think it's the whole potential fact. Same thing with Drake May. Drake May's a project, but he has the body type of a Justin Herbert, body type of a Josh Allen. So we can fix him. We can figure something out. It's just an ego thing with all these NFL coaches. They think they can make everybody great.
So if I asked you guys, out of the 13 games that they played, how many games? We know Michigan won all those games. How many games would you guys guess that McCarthy didn't throw over 250 yards?
All of them?
No, you're close, I think. Is it 8?
7.
Yeah.
But Travis, I'll have you know, against Purdue, rude Travis Kent.
Don't.
he threw for 335 yards that game.
Yeah. How many Purdue players drafted in the NFL?
Touche, sir.
But
Touche.
How much did he throw against Penn State?
60.
Yeah.
What?
Literally. I remember watching that one.
First round pick.
Literally, Chop Robinson did that.
I remember him.
Chop Robinson was so dominant in that game that they said, F this. I'm not passing the ball anymore.
Fins up. He's going to the Dolphins.
Yeah, he is. Miami Dolphins. Great pick, by the way.
Against Nebraska, 156. Against Bowling Green, 143. Bowling Green. Against Maryland, 141. Number 2, Ohio State, 148. That last game of the season against Iowa, 147.
Look, bro,
not so-
we know.
It's-
We on this, bro. We all on the same boat, bro. We don't know how he got picked so high.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what the hype is, but we'll see. Because he got put in the best situation.
He did.
And so if he doesn't play well in this situation, it will prove everybody right who is saying he's not good.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. We'll
But
see
that's
pretty
just
soon.
how good that team is. I just want to give y'all one last thing then. So in that same vein, of all of their games, Corum, the rusher,
So
how many times did he go over 100 in those games?
Probably
All
like
30.
9 or
all
10,
of them, huh?
9 or 10. Yeah, I mean, he had to have gone over 100. What, 9 times, 10 times?
Twice. 101 against Bowling Green, 145 against Penn State.
He was racking up touchdowns.
He only had 200-yard rushing games
That's
last
it.
year.
I did
That's
not
how
know
good that
Oh,
team
he was
was.
hurt, though.
Oh, he did.
was
He
hurt for
missed.
a little bit.
He
That's-
missed. Yeah, he did miss some time. That's right.
Well, there's only one team he wasn't the leading rusher. One game that was against Indiana. Hall.
He also got Donovan Edwards, too, right? On that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that just tells you how strong y'all get it. So hopefully the listeners get it. But that just tells you how strong that team is. Because we all thought, oh, he must have been relying on the run game and to chew up clock. But no,
Man,
it's
that's-
not like they were running for one.
Dude,
That one guy was running for 300
Man,
yards.
I'm gonna have to go back and dig through Michigan's season last
Yes.
year.
You don't
If
need
they were throwing for 150 yards a game and rushing for and their top runner was rushing for less than 100 yards a game,
Yeah.
and they won a national title,
Yes.
I got to go figure out how they did that again.
Yes.
That's the best defense of all
Yeah,
time.
that defense, I mean, that's
Statistically, the best defense of all time.
Sign stealing? Question mark.
Yeah.
that's true.
How they did it?
That's really good,
Question
Jamal.
mark.
I mean,
Question
only
mark.
against Alabama in that 5-game stretch going down towards the end. His high point was that overtime. It took overtime. That overtime game against Alabama, which we all love to watch. And even that one, he was 221. But, like I said, I already gave you those previous 4 games.
Wow.
60, 141, 148, 147. Just
But in
shocking.
that game against Bama, and this goes back to my point earlier, he had to drive down the field to get him in position to score. And he
Yeah.
made some big-time throws during that drive. So, like I said, we've seen flashes of McCarthy. I just don't know if he can put it all together for 60 minutes, So, we'll see. We'll see. What about Jaden? How y'all feel about Jaden?
So that was my next question. What do y'all think about how we're at Jaden with Washington?
Why are you making that face, Douglas?
I like it. He's got some receivers. He's got a couple good running backs to rely on.
You got running
They
backs.
had 2,000-yard rushers for those guys, or am I confusing them with Atlanta? Atlanta
Yeah,
did
they said
2,000.
Atlanta.
But they got
Tyler
2,000-yard capable because Gibson had it the year before,
Yeah.
and then the Alabama guy came. So
Brian.
I'm okay with that situation, and I also don't know if they're going to rush him. I don't think he has to be the day one starter in that division.
Oh, he definitely needs to be.
Yeah.
They have Marcus Mariota.
I'm about to say, what's their quarterback room's not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jaden's the guy. He's gonna come in as a starter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's the scary part.
because you got okay, I don't have a lot of confidence in Philly. Jay Hunt's not here. I don't have a lot of confidence in Philly. Travis, Dallas be Dallasin, and New York Giants. Nah.
boy, they're pushing all their chips on what's his name again?
Daniel
Jones
Jones.
again. Like,
He's got pictures of somebody's
dude,
wife
he's man.
somewhere. He's got something.
Crazy work, bro.
Or he's a cousin to Kirk Cousins.
Crazy work.
That dude's got some leverage.
Nah, for real. But
Look,
Washington's not good, bro.
No.
They're not.
You're
So
you're
why
acting like
rush
the
him?
division's not good, but like Washington's not good.
So why get him hurt?
because you gotta get him reps, bro. He has to play
You didn't say that. You didn't say that about Drake May.
because they have a starting quarterback.
Okay, so
Jacoby
he's going to
Brissett
be
is
running
a
for his
starting
life. So
quarterback.
we're going to see how good of a runner Jaden Daniels is when he's with the Commanders.
Their line's not bad. They have decent pieces. They do need more pieces.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm more concerned about his weapons. Like I'm not a fan of Terry McLaurin. Like I'm not confident in the guy. Like that.
His nickname is Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Terry don't make you scary?
No, definitely not. I sleep well at night. And then like Jahan Dotson, like he's solid, but
Yeah.
I don't like that situation for Jaden just because everything that's happened over the last couple of years, but then also just like the franchise in general.
No,
just
I'm in
hasn't been
agreement.
great. And so hopefully he can turn around, but if I would have rather been with the Patriots, low key. Like if I got drafted by them, I would have had more confidence.
Maybe that's why Caleb Williams didn't. Remember, he said, "I don't want to go to a crap franchise," but he didn't come out and rail against Chicago. So maybe he was like, you know what, the Commanders ain't better, and I don't want to drop to 3.
Yeah.
So maybe I just gotta go there.
Well, look what Chicago did, though. I mean, Chicago.
Oh, that was
Chicago
beautiful.
got him weapons before the draft.
I'm
like,
impressed.
Like getting Keenan Allen, signing DeAndre Swift. You got
DJ Moore.
Still got DJ Moore on the other side.
my
You got
gosh.
Cole Kmet at tight end. They signed Gerald Everett from L.A. Chargers as a backup
Herbert
tight end.
is still there in the backfield, right?
Yeah, Herbert's still back there.
And
but Swift's the main guy, though.
yeah,
But
the nice
and
two-headed
Roshan
monster.
Johnson. Shout out UT. We got to shout out Roshan Johnson.
Yes.
And so, like, ironically enough, Chicago had the best situation out of those top 3 teams.
But
which
that's
is
a
crazy.
hard. That division is suddenly a lot harder.
Oh, that division's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be tough for him.
Especially with Jordan Love doing what he's about to do next year.
Yes.
Detroit's already Detroit. We already know what they can bring to the table. And what a pick by them, too, though. Getting Terran Arnold, now you pair him with Brian Branch in the secondary.
That was a great pick.
Aaron Glenn, don't know what he's doing over there. It's a defensive coordinator spot. But, yeah, so I think Chicago, they're scary. I'm not going to lie to you. And then you add Rome to the mix.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
So Jonathan Brooks, who's taking him?
Cowboys.
I think he's
No.
gonna be gone.
That's
I do have a source.
That's exactly what I was hoping. That's why I looked at you. Notice I looked at you though, Travis. Do you want him?
Yeah, I want it.
you want some.
I want it.
Okay.
Who wouldn't want Jonathan Brooks?
Yeah.
Man?
All right.
Now we'll say I've been hearing the Cowboys really like him.
Does he get out of the second round?
No, and that's what I'm saying.
And that's
they're worried. From what I've been hearing, they're worried that Brooks won't be there at 56. But if he is there, they're taking him. But the problem is they're worried that someone else is going to take him before 56.
Dang, I don't know. Trey Benson from Florida State.
Yeah, he's solid.
yeah.
It doesn't.
I like him.
Okay. Blake Corum, who we just talked about.
I like
Blake a lot. Yeah, I like Blake.
He got a lot of hype on that run, on the national championship run.
I like Blake a little better than Benson.
Me too. I like Blake as the second best. No, that's a lie. I'm about to lie straight to your face. My apologies.
Sheesh.
I like Blake as the third best running back. You know who I really like? Braylon Allen
Braylon, yeah.
from Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's
To me, I don't see why he's not getting more hype. He's all
Didn't
around.
we talk about him earlier? Because he's a big boy. He's 235.
Yeah, he's big. He's big.
Yeah.
He has the NFL body.
Big boy.
But Blake Corum, look, every time I see that run against Alabama for the touchdown, that jump hop that he had, my goodness.
Yeah,
I mean, the
he's got-
lateral.
I like his acceleration. So then Travis.
yeah.
Then we gave you some other fodder. What say you? You said you do want Jonathan Brooks, but
Yeah,
if you don't get him, would you be happy with any of these guys? Are y'all gonna go running back?
So that's the question, right? Is like if JB's not there, do you use that second pick on a running back, or is the pool homogenized enough that you can wait? Because now that we picked up another pick,
Yeah. Big time.
now that we have, you went from only having 2 picks in the top 87 draft, top 87 picks, to now having 4 in the top 87. And so if you have 4 picks in the top 90 players in the draft, you're going to get a couple of starters and 2 guys who are going to play a lot.
Yeah.
Is what you should be getting out of that. So I don't know that at that point, if you use it there and let's say it's not JB, let's say it's Benson or Corum. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that because I think they are starters in the NFL. I mean, I don't think that you have to have somebody else there to be the starter and work them in.
But I think you wait at that point. I just think you either draft another position and wait to the 3rd round to get your back.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
Look, because if
Wisconsin boy may be there in the 3rd round.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think you wait and not take a running back at 56 if JB is not on the board, and then you take that running back in the 3rd round, the pick that you
I just thought people might fall in love with his size because of the next guys, he's the biggest.
Yeah.
And maybe that would stick out because we're talking sturdiness, right? And that's all. Because I'm seeing a bunch of 206, 216 for the other guys. And I thought maybe somebody might want to get that girth. And so I thought, who would want that? And I thought Dre Jones might want a big boy.
Yeah, I mean they brought in Zeke though, so that may be their big boy pretty soon. They've been talking to Zeke again, so which he'll be a good mentor though to whatever running back they draft.
Hey, I'm
still waiting for that documentary he made when he was holding out down in Cozumel. Where's that documentary? He was making a documentary while he was down there.
Was he really?
What?
Isn't that where he grabbed a lady's tit?
No, that was at the St. Patrick's Day parade down on Greenville Avenue.
Oh man,
the year before.
That guy was wild.
Can I do this again? I want to do this again. I'm gonna go to Corey this time. I went to Travis on this one last time. Hey, who's drafting Will Shipley from Clemson?
What type of question is this? I don't know what round he's supposed to go in, bro. My God.
Last.
Is he really?
I mean, I don't expect it. He's small.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Bro.
Okay, Jamal Travis.
Sorry.
Are y'all?
Will Shipley's a crazy name to throw out there. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. What?
Well, that's why I went Cooper DeJean first.
Well, you're talking about a second round pick to an undrafted free agent, bro. You should have said Ladd McConkey.
Oh, from Georgia,
damn.
receiver.
And the name is the name's funny too.
What, Ladd?
It fits.
So, I'll tell you what. In the second round, if JB's not there, I'll go Ladd McConkey.
Oh no!
Yeah, you go a little
I
Ladd.
wasn't expecting that. See, I went with the wrong guy.
Ladd's nice, man.
Look at the wide receiver room for the Cowboys and tell me that he wouldn't fit.
They're missing their Cole Beasley. Mm-hmm. They need their Cole Beasley back, man.
Yep.
Ladd will fit that perfectly.
Man.
I like Ladd.
I do too.
I like Ladd a lot.
He's short.
Yeah, it don't matter. You got CeeDee Lamb, bro.
They got him listed at 6 foot.
You got CeeDee Lamb. You're fine.
He's okay. I like the comparison. I like the Julian Edelman vibe.
Yeah, dog.
Gonna go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Kupp vibe.
Man, Cooper can play outside.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Cooper's speed.
But Ladd can play outside too, though. Like he did it in Georgia. Ladd's good. I honestly am a fan of Ladd McConkey. So that'll be a great pick.
You guys don't remember watching his dad play?
No.
And his dad was,
What's his dad's name?
Phil McConkey. For the Giants.
In the league?
The Giants. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings on his fingers.
He was on that team?
Yes. He was Phil Simms' top wide receiver.
I missed that.
Top wide receiver.
Oh, I was anti them at that time too. Though,
maybe not top.
Okay,
but he was solid.
He was up this guy.
He was a 12-year pro. I mean, he's.
Oh, he liked that.
Well, he did get 4.39 speed from his dad.
Okay.
So where I would like to go with him is he's a Marvin Harrison Jr. He's a Christian McCaffrey. They got some speed from their dad.
Yeah.
And 4.39 at the combine.
Yeah,
that's solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't know because of his size. I just didn't think anybody was going to take him. So I thought Will Shipley would be the one.
Take who? Ladd?
Yeah.
Ladd's going second round.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I thought you guys were goofing.
No, he's a good
Jamal,
receiver.
He's got good tape.
Yeah,
he's got really good tape.
He's a good receiver, dude. Mm-hmm. He's going second round.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see today. And he's not getting out the third. I'll put money on that.
Okay. So then I'm glad y'all did this. Travis, you look like you got something. So I'll just ask you this. So you're going to take
overrated Phil McConkey's career, by the way.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I missed that.
Boy, say he the top receiver. I was like, whoa.
Because they had Megat Bavaro. I'm trying to remember some of their receivers.
Look at that little Megat go.
Yes.
No way they said that on TV.
Yep, that was Howard Cosell.
Yeah,
Look at that little Megat go.
Howard
way,
had
bro.
a bunch of gaffes like that. And unfortunately, it was a different time. He got away with it. Okay, so you're not taking Mitchell ahead of McConkey. What about Keon Coleman from Florida State?
I'm taking Mitchell.
Mitchell's off the board for McConkey.
Mm-hmm. Mitchell's gone.
Mitchell is gone.
What I'm saying.
The next pick in the draft will be Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah,
The first name we hear tonight will be Adonai Mitchell.
Well, I don't know about that, but I will say for wide receivers then. So Mitchell's
Yes.
going first.
Yeah.
So y'all aren't going to take the Florida State Keon Coleman before.
I don't like Keon
No.
Coleman. This whole
No.
talk about Keon, I think. Did you mention this when we were leaving? Well, after that one commercial break, say you like Keon?
Yeah, Mr. Florida
Yeah.
State over there is
Yeah.
trying to push all the Florida State guys.
I was.
Jordan
He's
Travis.
too slow, bro.
He is, yeah, he ran a 4.61. Good
And he
job,
can't
man. Check you
separate.
out. Corey, you're awesome, dude.
I watched tape. That's all it is.
Yeah, 4.6. But he's big. So I
Yeah,
thought
he's a big
maybe
target.
that's- Okay.
Little jump ball.
Now, there's two guys still on the board from Washington. Polk
Yeah,
and,
Polk.
I
and,
like Polk.
and McMillan. You guys don't want them? We saw a lot of them because
I mean,
of
dude,
Phoenix.
Polk is like a third round guy to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm striking
Are
out.
you talking about overlap
What about
McConkey?
Troy Franklin from Oregon that Bo Nix was throwing to? Troy Franklin. Wow.
Speedster. You talking about overlap McConkey?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm no.
No, I can't. Okay, that was it. I don't want to go any deeper than
I
that.
like
'cause I
Lad,
don't think-
bro. I like Lad a lot.
I can't think
Keon
of-
is probably the closest.
Oh, there is a Washington coming out, by the way, but nobody cares. Okay, never mind. Malik Washington. He played at UVA.
Virginia.
He could be fam. I don't know where he grew up, but if he played in Virginia, I'm from Virginia. His name's Washington. I got to ask some
Is-
people some stuff.
I got a is what's his name? Tez Walker? Is he in this draft class or no?
Tez Walker?
That's a great question.
From UNC.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
take him.
oh, there it is. Finally. Oh, man. And I quit too soon. I would have gone. No, I had like 3 or 4 more guys.
I like Tez.
I had a guy from Michigan, Roman. That's another Roman
Oh,
that
Wilson.
came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Javon Baker from UCF. I was gonna offer him, and then I would have got to Devontae. But wow. Okay, let's speak on it. What drew you to him? 6'2", 193.
Drake May was dicing it up to him, man.
Oh yeah.
When he could play.
See, we shouldn't have overlooked that. That's who
That's a
Drake May
great
was
point.
throwing
He could
to.
play. Well, he was under NCAA suspension
What people
like
are
half the year.
He was
Oh.
fighting for his life.
He's
with
a guy.
compliance.
He's a guy that couldn't get on the field because
Yeah.
the transfer world.
And supposedly he had some drops.
Which, by the
if
way,
y'all
they
remember.
broke all that down. Did you
Ain't
see
that crazy how
I know,
that works?
I know.
Yeah.
Like you literally ruined this kid's last season playing college football, and it's like
Now
we'll
gonna change
we'll
the
change the
rule.
rule now.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Reggie Bush, you can have your Heisman back.
Yeah, bro.
About
like,
time.
14 years later.
No,
But
they
that
should-
wasn't even NCAA though. That's the crazy thing.
no,
The
I
Heisman
know.
committee did
I know.
that.
Heisman committee did that.
So
but they,
props to the Heisman committee.
they should have corrected the mistake and give it to Vince anyway.
And can I say props to Johnny Manziel too?
For what?
Johnny Manziel said he wasn't gonna do any Heisman commercials or
Yeah,
anything.
forget Johnny
or
Manziel.
be
I
at
knew
the-
it.
Or
I thought it was
yeah.
gonna be him. I thought it was gonna be flipped. I thought you'd be a Johnny Manziel lover, but I forgot you're long.
Mike Evans should have gotten that Heisman.
Mike Evans. My God. Mike's down there somewhere.
Travis. Oh my God.
Ball
We
with
may
the
have to
ball
save
through
that
it.
for this summer.
Without Mike Evans, Johnny Manziel's throwing incomplete passes all
No,
over
it's
the field.
I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement.
But he's
I'm,
got the rushing yards.
you, Corey, you're not gonna bless off on this.
That's it.
Oh
Mike Evans
no.
should have got that Heisman.
No, I definitely look.
You go back and look at those.
Mike's
throws.
down there somewhere. That's
real.
all I gotta say. Mike's down there somewhere. Let's just throw it up.
Didn't they have Speedy Noel on that team too?
They
Y'all
did have
remember him?
Speedy, they did have Speedy Noel on that team. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Running back moved to receiver.
Let's see. So Devontae, just so you went deep because he was 17th at his position. He had a great combine. He had the 4th fastest 40 time,
Yeah.
and the 2nd best broad jump, and the 5th best vertical.
Yeah,
an
he's
athlete.
nice. He ain't got no tape because NCAA didn't let him play.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, what is he? You know, because
Yeah.
he transferred to North Carolina to prove that he can play at big ball level, like Power 5 level, but he
But
didn't
he
get to
never got
play.
to play. Yeah.
He didn't get to play. So
All right. Well then.
yeah, that's
I
the
already know where
unfortunate
he's
part.
going then. He's going to play for the Colts.
Oh yeah,
He'll drop Anthony Richardson to get him.
I can see that. The
That's-
Colts need a
that's where he
receiver
goes.
outside
Yeah, they
of
do.
Michael Pittman.
And I think it'd be a great opportunity for him with a strong arm guy because he with that 40 time he could take the top off coverage,
Yeah, it's gonna be
and he's a big guy. I mean, I told you he was he's 6'2". Okay, I'm okay with that.
I got a question.
What's that?
So pick number 44 belongs to the Las Vegas Raiders, and they didn't get their quarterback in round 1.
Yeah, I know.
Which I mean, I'm glad they got Brock Bowers, but
Oh, best. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Great pick, right?
Great
I
pick.
think great pick.
For them, it's like, well, we'll just sit here and See what lands.
That's right.
Unless it's auto draft. All right, we'll auto draft Brock Bowers.
Do you think they're taking a quarterback right here?
Who is their starter right now? It's not
that-
Stidham. Oh, is that Aiden O'Connell kid?
Oh, I think
Is that O'Connell
might
kid?
be O'Connell.
Yeah, Aiden. Yeah.
Dang.
He wasn't
Decent,
terrible.
Decent.
I think.
I mean, but is he better than Spencer Rattler?
Spencer Rattler's there. Don't forget, there's also the kid from Notre Dame. You have Sam Hartman.
The pretty boy.
Yeah, Sam Hartman.
Then you got Joe Milton.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Milton. Just because he throws it,
he does throw a great deep ball.
His deep ball is amazing.
Deep ball is
And then,
crazy.
did you see what he did at the combine?
Yeah, it was solid. Wait, can he throw it accurately? That's the question. He can throw it far, but can he throw it accurately?
He's 6'5".
Oh, he's a freak. You know, he's a freak.
Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew.
Gardner. They picked up Gardner.
Okay, it's probably.
Oh yeah, because he finished the year.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, sorry, he left.
Well,
the
he
Colts,
technically did
yes.
finish the year with the Colts, technically.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, they should have won that game against the Texans.
Yep.
Dude didn't drop that pass, but I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We are Texans. New jerseys, by the way. They look good. They look sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Aiden O'Connell, he was pretty solid, I think. At the end of
I
the
like
year.
Joe Milton.
I'm
Now I
a
want
big
to know
fan
where
of
he
Joe
could
Milton.
go.
Yeah.
Because I was high on Spencer Rattler, but I like that size. I like that 6'5", 235.
Yeah, it's a good size.
His arm was strong. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. SEC pedigree.
But not at 40, though. You don't draft Milton there.
Yeah.
You draft Milton like 4th round.
Yeah.
5th round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You did want to get some NBA, Travis?
Yeah, we need to talk some NBA playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So, any last comments anybody wants to get in on the draft?
Texans better get T Sweat. That's all I gotta say.
If that happens.
Texans better get T Sweat.
Pick number 55
We need a
on the
DT.
Dolphins. Go ahead, my fault.
We need a DT. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Or go get Kool-Aid. One of the two.
Pick number 55 on
Kansas
the Dolphins.
City,
Be Braden Fisk.
Go get Sanders.
Oh, we need Brandon Fish. That's what we need.
Oh, that's
Kansas City, yeah, go get Sanders.
Go get
Sanders.
I
Go
know
get
they're
you
listening.
2 Texas boys.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get you 2 Texas boys.
That'd be crazy.
all right. NBA playoffs.
Oh my gosh. I
I
think we all agreed that Anthony Edwards was the next great thing, right? I thought we agreed on that. I said I was a fan. He had me
Yeah.
ever since that movie, and I am digging the shoe.
Hustle.
I think I'm gonna buy that shoe. I'm looking at you, Jamal.
Hold on.
You
You
understand shoe game?
You talk about the movie Hustle?
The A1. Yes,
You know what's crazy? I don't think Anthony Edwards was acting in that movie.
I know. I
definitely
agree.
Definitely not. He's a
I
douche.
agree. Yes.
He loves to talk trash.
I think, but I liked it, and great casting. Who's the casting director? But so Travis,
Yeah.
because the reason I'm saying that is because they're up 2-0 on the Suns with Devin Booker
I'm
and
about to say,
Durant
let's not
and,
act like the Suns are.
and fragile Bradley Beal.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
something broken in Phoenix. Look, they should be better than they are, and they haven't been since Durant got there. They haven't been as good as they should be. Like last year, we talked about. So Durant leaves, and Kyrie leaves, and it didn't work for the Mavericks. They didn't look very good at the end of the year last year. They don't even make the playoffs, but they kind of figured it out. Look, they got it's not perfect. They didn't play as well in game 1 as I thought they would play.
Yeah.
They came back and played better in game 2. They look more like the team that we saw at the end of the year. But something about Phoenix that it's not working.
Yeah.
And they should be better than that. I don't know what it is. Something's broken. I don't know if it's the system. I don't know if it's the culture. I don't know what it is. Something's broken in Phoenix. So
I don't know if it's Frank Vogel.
could be Frank Vogel.
Man,
Could be.
I just look. You got Kate. Now, mind you, Bradley Beal ain't been healthy the whole year.
No, right.
So it's like, okay, there goes one superstar. And going into the year, you thought they don't have a bench, and they still don't have a bench. Going into the year, you thought they don't have an inside presence.
Yeah.
They
And they
traded
still
their
don't
bench
have.
away.
They still don't have an inside presence.
I think that's it. I'm gonna go with the lack of bench because we're depending on an older coming off of Achilles.
Don't say it.
Kevin Durant,
I'm about to say,
and he's
bro.
not what he used to be.
He's averaging 30.
And
don't disrespect the man, bro.
But he paid 41 minutes.
Yeah,
That's a lot to put on him. And D-Book paid 42. And then Beal.
I think that's who you need to be blaming.
Beal is 42. Played 42.
How many points he had?
14 points, bro.
Exactly. That's who you should be blaming. Bradley Beal is
all that money.
Yeah.
And you get 14. He went 6 of 17.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat.
That's
like,
why when the
6 of
Wizards were like,
17
"Oh,
crazy.
you want him?
Oh, you got it.
You got that.
You got it.
We good. We didn't know how we were gonna get rid of that guy. We got out of that John Wall contract.
Yeah.
And now we gotta get out of
Crazy.
this guy.
Now I will say, like, all the analysts are right in this aspect. Like Barkley and Shaq, they mentioned this a couple of times. Like, they need a point guard. Like, it's cool to have all these wings that can score, but you got to have somebody to put them in position.
So I'm glad you said that, because the leading assist man in that game was Bradley Beal with 6,
which is crazy. And so you need a legit point that isn't a scoring point. That's a point that can kind of get everybody in their spots, run the offense, kind of like a Rajon Rondo type. That's why I feel like they need to kind of make this offense gel better. Because it's just a bunch of ISO ball right now when it comes to Phoenix.
So they're going to draft Bronny.
Oh, my God.
And then LeBron's going to come over.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
See what I did there? Jamal, you're the only one that didn't lower your head. Travis is still holding his head.
I mean, you see my facial expression. That's not happening.
Let LeBron run the point.
Not drafting Bronny.
LeGM.
That's hilarious.
Y'all don't like that?
No, I hate that. I think they actually have a point. Play Isaiah Thomas. You gave him a contract for what?
And yeah, he didn't even play last game.
That's
Coach's
what I'm saying.
decision.
You gave him a contract for what?
Yeah.
If you gave him a 10-day, and then you gave him a full contract.
That he did.
So play him. He's a point. That's the way I
pity
see it.
contract.
He's got to have something left in him, right?
I mean, if you
he's
play,
got to have something better than what you're getting. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If you sign him, like, play him, and he's a real point. And so I don't know. I'm not the coach, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm an NBA coach. But at least try something different. You're getting beat 2-0 right now. Throw something else out there. See what sticks.
I am so impressed with Minnesota. Anthony Edwards did not have a good game, and Mike Conley and Edwards.
Is he the most underrated
McDaniels.
player in the league?
Mike Conley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or let's say not underrated, but underappreciated.
He has been for years.
For years, right?
I agree.
Yes.
Ever since Memphis,
Ohio
even in
State,
Memphis.
Yeah.
He was
It
overlooked.
was all about Marc Gasol. Zach
I was
Randolph.
going back to college because he was overlooked on that Ohio State team because of Odin.
Oh, Greg Oden.
Yep.
He was with Greg Oden?
Yeah.
See?
Woo.
Had no idea.
Yeah,
That's
it was
a name right
always
there.
an overlook when it comes to him. Hey, let's get him out of here. We got John Morant. We're good.
Someone should ask him that.
Yeah.
Has he felt like overlooked his whole career?
So we think that series is over then? I think.
Well, I thought it was over
We
when
don't
it
sound too
started.
confident. I think we can move past
I didn't
that
like
one.
Phoenix from the get go. I mean, they've never shown anything all year that they're good. And then you lose Grayson Allen. Yeah, they're cooked. So
Travis,
Yeah.
do you break up that Phoenix team then before we get off of it?
that's a good question.
Man, that's a great question.
Send something. I know Durant won't ask
just
for it
1 year.
publicly.
You either have to, you got to do something. So you either have to spend more money and bring a point guard in after you let Chris Paul walk,
He's crazy, right? That's a great point.
or you. I'm assuming they're not going to spend more money and bring a point guard in.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're going to break it up somehow. Although, have they really ever shown? Like, go back to the Steve Nash era, and haven't they just kind of rolled through? Like, they haven't really tried to break down and rebuild. They've just kind of they lucked into they. Man, I don't know the entire timeline, but they kind of just they rolled from one era to the next, and then get DeAndre Ayton, and that's the DeAndre Ayton era, and they tried to build on him, and then it didn't work, and so now they've moved on to a new era, and I feel like which is kind of what the Mavericks have done, right? You go back to Dirk, and they never really they never just broke everything down. They just kind of tried to keep Dirk happy. And then they happened to roll into Luka, and so now they've just kept rolling. I don't know. But you're right. I think they just don't have the trigger man. They don't have somebody to make it all work. And if they don't do something quickly, Durant will be done. I mean,
yeah, and that's going to be a waste. That's going to go down in history as just a waste. He just went there to die. Went to the desert to die. And I think
it's only been 1 year, right?
Yeah, it's one full season. Yeah, one full season. Because he was only there for 2 months last year.
Yeah, he did get traded there last year. Yeah.
Okay, Travis, we got to do this one. We got to talk Mavericks Clippers before everything's done. One to one, Travis. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel pretty good. One is because I don't think that in game one I expected more out of the Mavericks, and I was disappointed in the way they played. They looked more like themselves in game two, but like we haven't seen the Mavericks that we saw over the last 20 games of the regular season yet, and I feel like we haven't seen Gafford. He's gotten in foul trouble, so props to the Clippers for getting him in foul trouble and getting him off the court.
Yeah.
Because when he's on the court and you can see that offense click the way it did over the last 20 games of the regular season, the Mavericks are really, really scary. So you come back home now. You still won on the road. Now you come back home. I feel pretty confident that we'll see the better version of the Mavericks that we saw over the end of the regular season. I feel pretty good right now.
You'll get more out of Kleber for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get more out of Hardaway. What was going on in that last game?
Yeah.
You'll get more out of Lively and Green. But is P.J. Washington going to keep giving you, 18 and 6?
No, he's not, because he's going to go cold, but Hardaway's going to get hot. I mean, that's the thing with what they've done is they're Steve Kerr. Their guy who is Jordan's kickout guy is just three guys. It's Maxey, which is, by the way, he's kind of at the end of his run with the Mavericks. Every year we talk about him being the step-up guy, and he never steps it up enough.
Steps up.
Yeah, but Hardaway is who Hardaway is. He's streaky when he's on. He's fantastic, and you want him on your team. PJ and Hardaway and Kleber all kind of fill the same role.
They rotate every game.
They do.
Who's hot.
They do.
Your turn.
So, but no. So yeah, no. PJ's not going to hold up, but Hardaway will step. I just feel like, because they get open looks.
Yeah, they're all wide open.
Like these are not challenged shots, right? So eventually they get a rhythm and they get hot. And so if one of them goes cold, the other one will get hot. And that's...
I just want to do this to you since you said it. Man, can we give Maxey some more love, Travis? He went 6 points, 6 rebounds, and the highest plus minus percentage was when he was on the court.
Yeah, because he does give them something defensively.
Oh, and 1 block.
Yeah, he gives them something defensively.
2 for 3.
Rip about Kleber, bro. Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah,
in the last game he did that stretch that the Mavericks went through where I think they scored 8 straight or 10 straight points, something like that. He had a big 3.
Yeah.
Off Luka's assist.
Yeah, exactly.
Wide open.
Yeah.
2 for 3.
I remember thinking in that moment, I said, man, it must be nice to play with Luka.
Oh my gosh. And then,
Yes, it
then
is.
A wide open 3.
he was a wide open 3, and I think the next time down the court, didn't he kick to the PJ for a wide open 3? I mean, it was just, there's nobody within 10 feet of these guys when they're shooting 3-pointers.
All day, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, Scottie Pippen and Big Shot Bob Horry. Dude, if Robert Horry was on this team.
Oh. He'd have 40 every night.
Dude.
That grown was
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate kick out big shot guy. If he was on this team, he would sit there, he would cup the ball and go, Y'all ain't even gonna challenge me? Like, all right, I'll just go ahead and knock this down and go.
Yeah.
It's amazing how open they are.
Yeah.
Because Luka just collapses. Well, Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Like you have to collapse on both of them.
Oh.
If they get inside the 3-point line and enter the lane, you have to collapse. And Kyrie had another one of those
He's
running
so special, bro.
that running skyhook looking
Yeah.
thing.
It's beautiful.
It's
He had a
crazy. Then you put it in slow motion and makes it more beautiful.
Yeah, it
Put a
does.
little music behind it. Oh my goodness.
So, are you guys done with the Clippers though? You think that? Do you think they're cooked?
I mean, I said last week that Mavs were my team out the West, other than Denver. I know you weren't here for that, but
Yeah.
last week Mavs were definitely my team. So with the hurt Kawhi, I've never really had faith in this Clipper team, anyways, to beat the Mavericks, just because everyone's not healthy. So
look, us Mavericks fans. It doesn't matter how banged up Kawhi is. We get the twitch around Kawhi. I mean, like we're just like, wait a minute, Kawhi's on the court. Like is he gonna drop 28 on us? I mean, that's so. I'm never going to feel overly confident as long as he's on the court. But I feel pretty good about this series at this point. The Clippers aren't cooked. Like they've got enough weapons.
Yeah.
That this could be. Look, if this goes all the way to 7, it won't surprise me at all.
yeah.
But I do think that right now Dallas is the better team. So as a Mavericks fan, I do feel confident. So.
Wow.
What's the next matchup?
Tonight you have. Let's see here. You do have.
Yeah, you got
Mavericks, Clippers.
Uh-huh.
And you do have Minnesota all going. It's a triple header tonight.
Yeah, I think you got Suns Wolves tonight too, don't
Bucks Pacers tonight. So Bucks Pacers, Timberwolves Suns, Clips Mavs tonight.
you? So what about the Heat taking a game from the Celtics?
That was crazy.
I mean, are we surprised?
I mean,
Yeah.
they own them.
No,
they own Boston.
And I was just gonna say,
They're not scared.
Spoelstra does this every year.
He does it. I know.
At this point, we got to be like, okay, they're not gonna get swept.
They're not going to get swept. They're going to make this.
They're gonna make it a series.
What
That's right.
I got this from ESPN earlier in the week. Spoelstra is 10-3 after a loss in the playoffs.
That's crazy. That's
a good stat
crazy.
line.
And that's what made me think about what I started the show by telling you guys. That's why I feel so bad that LeBron left him, because that's a great coach.
I mean, I give you that. Like, that was probably his best coach in his whole career.
Yeah.
But at the time, though, you can't, like, this all hindsight. You know, at the time, Eric Spoelstra wasn't Eric Spoelstra yet. Like, we had no idea who he was. He literally got the chip because of the Big Three. So, like, how much credit does he really get for that championship? At the time, probably none. But now, as we've seen him grow as a coach and see him work well with scraps, which, by the way, what is Pat Riley doing? Like, you have a coach who continues since the bubble to produce wins with a sorry roster, and you don't help him.
Yeah.
Just because he can do it doesn't mean he has to. Like, go get him another superstar.
Yeah.
It's Miami. I know you can get a superstar in Miami.
It is pretty perplexing for a front office that we've praised for so many years. It is perplexing that they essentially, the last 4 years, they've really done nothing to improve that roster.
Nothing, bro.
Nope.
They just let people retire.
And let people walk.
Exactly. They
Gabe
let
Vincent walk.
Yes.
Max
Strus
Strus walked. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, they were close to getting Dame. Close.
Yeah, they were close to get it down. I will say that. They were close. Got to be quicker than that.
Well, Portland may not have just wanted Dame to be happy and go exactly where he wanted.
That is also true.
There could have been some petty in there, and they just asked for too much.
So Embiid
Oh, my goodness.
showed up.
Embiid, bro.
So-
50 on him.
So
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 50.
yeah,
With only 19 shots.
Stop it.
yes.
That's the kind of 50 it was.
But how many free throws
It's one
did
of
he
those
have?
at the free throw
20,
line.
20 of 21.
Oh, my God. No way he had 21 free throws, bro.
How about the fact that he only missed one, though?
I don't give a rip, bro. Dude's
Come
at
on,
the free throw
Corey.
line, bro. They getting... Come on. This is the playoffs. You shouldn't be getting those calls.
And he got a flagrant one in the first quarter.
I seen that.
Did
It
you
should've
see
been
that?
ejected.
Richardson,
It should have been ejected.
I
I would have
thought
stepped
so.
on him. I'm not gonna lie.
That's big dog. That's big dog
I know you
status.
can't eject him because he's in B and rated
Right.
Yep.
MVP, but
That's
like
why.
you supposed to eject him. Like
if
he
that
had-
had been Draymond,
oh, Draymond's gone.
he's gone.
Gone.
Draymond's gone.
And
No
they-
intent on the ball. Nowhere near the ball. You're literally just trying to tackle this guy.
Exactly.
What? I didn't know he had 50 though. He had 50.
He had
50. He has 17 at half, I think, and then
Yeah.
What? How much they win by?
like
Let's see.
9. I want to say 9, 11.
Yeah, it's 125, 114.
Yeah.
So it won by 11.
Okay.
And that's the problem with the Knicks. They just aren't consistent. Like, honestly, they should have lost the last game. If we're being real, and they should have been a foul call on Maxey.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it should be 3-1 right now.
Yep.
So the fact that, like, mind you, never mind, not 3-1, 2-1,
2-1.
the other way.
The other way. It should be. It should be instead of 2-1 Knicks. It should be 2-1 Sixers. Yeah,
for sure.
But they were all hooping though. Like
I
the
mean,
point spread.
Yeah, well, Brunson still dropped 39 and 13 assists.
Yeah, he's crazy. I mess with Bronson.
My
bro.
gosh,
I'm not gonna lie to you. When he went to New York,
Sorry, he was 19 of 21 from the line.
Oh, my
He was
bad.
19 of
So he
21.
missed
from the
2.
line.
All right.
He missed 2.
That's still pretty good.
no, it's really good. Like, I respect it, but it's just like I hate when dudes get 50 pointers off the free throw line. Though, like, hey, chill out, bro. Not too much on Harden. Not too much. But yeah, I don't know. The Sixers, Maxey's really good. I know that's how good Maxey was, but like he really is. He's like that.
Most improved player.
Yeah. Well, I know we talked about that last week. Who's gonna win that award? And I thought Maxey was too good to win that award, but guess not. And then 6-man, Naz Reid.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I did not see that coming at all.
me either.
Did you know Buddy Hield was on the Sixers?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
I just saw that. I'm like, he's still in the league?
Yeah.
And,
he gets minutes too.
He played 4 minutes last night. 0 of 2. Buddy, man,
I bet they were threes.
Mr.
weren't they?
Oklahoma, Buddy Hield's still in the league.
Crazy, dude. From the Bahamas. Shout out. But yeah, I don't know. That series, like I said, I don't trust the Knicks. Knicks are so inconsistent. And so if the Sixers win that series, I wouldn't be surprised. I hope not, because I'm not trying to see a hobbled Embiid again in a different series. Like, I'm tired of seeing him limp up and down the court. Like, you're hurt.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's still cooking boys is pissing me off, bro. It's like, God,
He even revealed his diagnosis after the game of Bell's palsy.
Yeah, I saw
think-
that.
Yeah. So that just makes you, I mean, you're so impressed with what he's doing with that.
Yeah.
Embiid is playing James Harden ball. Like Harden, you know, Harden leads the Clippers in minutes, but you know he only goes from the top of the key to the top of the key. Like he doesn't go anywhere. Like he doesn't play any defense, and then he shoots from the top of the key. So like he only uses like 30% of the court, and so people go, man, he's playing 44 minutes a game. Well, yeah, if you only go this far,
I own this box.
like you don't need to rest if you only go so far. And that's kind of what Embiid's doing right now. Like maybe he can't get up and down the floor. It does look bad.
It looks bad.
It does. So.
All right. So do we have to talk about the Lakers or not? Can we go to the Thunder?
Well, you could talk Bucks Pacers.
Bucks Pace. No one gives a rip about
That's
that
1-1.
series,
I
bro.
know.
Tyrese Halliburton and his two
Embiid's
boys.
out. I mean, Embiid's out. Giannis is out.
Yeah. Oh, what's the series like? Is it 1-1?
It's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in Indiana tonight. Yeah, I mean, Indiana's to me, they're the. I don't know who's the better team without Giannis. I don't know.
Oh, you're not a Halliburton fan?
I mean, I like Halliburton, but he's been garbage. Let's not.
Yeah.
He's been trash ever since the
something's
All-Star
off.
break.
All-Star break, yeah.
Yeah, he's been trash. So he's still been getting assists, but he can't shoot at all nowadays. But no, I'll take the Pacers though. Like with no Giannis, Bucks just can't. If Dame isn't on, who's gonna score on that team?
Chris Middleton.
Come on, bro. Why you think they went out and got Dame? Yeah, Thunder. They're going all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
You know, one, they're playing a team that they can dominate,
30 seconds.
Yeah.
and
Confidence.
they're building up confidence. I mean, like nothing. I mean,
20.
sure. I want to see Mavericks Thunder in round 2, and I want to think the Mavericks can give them a run. But
10 seconds.
man, the Thunder,
They
look good.
Nuggets Thunder.
They look good. Nuggets Thunder. All right.
Those are some pretty colors.
All right, we got to get out. We'll see you next week here on the Fans View, KAZI 88.7.
Sergeant.